I've been watching for a while, been a fan for a while, and you've done some great things amongst the Street Beefs organization. And from what we just saw, man, you've taken it to the next level, man. You
Yes,
want to talk
sir.
about that?
So basically, I saw how young I was in the community. I was thinking maybe I could take the next step. I myself, I want to make a statement for Street Beefs. I want to be the first world champion in boxing, which I will be in the professional stage for Street Beefs. I will make sure to hold their name out there the entire time during my career because that's what brought me up from the ground up.
Facts, facts. And you mentioned being young in this fight game. Uh, I want to take it a step back, man. Like, at what point did you, I could imagine fighting's been around you your entire life, but at what point did you say, this is what I like and what I want?
I used to be a football player, do football, basketball, a little bit of soccer, all that type of stuff. It didn't fit me because I had to rely on my teammates. When I'm in the ring, I don't got to rely on no teammates, no nothing. I got to rely on myself and my coach, but my coach is not fighting for me, you know? So.
And like, at what point in your life did you find fighting for you?
Well, really, I've been fighting my whole time. My first fight, technically, I was my mom was pregnant with me and she got into a fight. So technically that was my first fight. Um, but I've been in a bunch of fights, outside the ring, inside the ring, all that type of stuff. I took it serious around 16 or 17 when I realized like I really need to do something with myself, you know.
Okay, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
And one thing I've noticed is like you've been very consistent, right? That's something you don't always see in some of the older fighters, much less the younger fighters. But I've witnessed you stay on it for the past few years, man, and really develop. And you see it throughout your fights. I didn't realize you had 30 plus. I knew you had a lot, but
Yeah.
man, 30 plus fights. Let's get into some of those, man, because you've got some classics under your belt. What are some of the fights that stand out to you in your Street Beefs career?
Everybody likes to talk about like they highlights and stuff. I like to talk about the lowlights in my career when I got my ass whooped a couple of times. Even though I was fighting in street beefs, they usually called it a draw, so you can't really say I won, I lost because I'm the son of Scarface. But there was fights like with Emmanuel, JDR. There's some other big names out there. I can't really name them, but they gave me a beating, so, I mean, it was a learning experience, is what I could say.
Absolutely, man. I definitely seen you go through the fire, man. And some of my favorites are the Emmanuel fights.
Yeah.
Those man, classics. Classics. Do is there any particular favorite fight of yours?
I would like to say, well, not necessarily, because I always like a fight of mine, you know. But of course, Emmanuel, he always comes up to mind because he used to be a professional boxer. He fought on Top Rank actually a
Mhm.
couple of times, and he was a very experienced guy coming up. He also had 80 plus amateur fights. Um, been around him for a while. He's a cool guy and everything. Great to put the gloves on with him, you know.
Nice, nice.